Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. I just woke up. It's one of my off days and it is cold and rainy out, so it's a perfect day to try out a foundation, right? So I'm going to jump right in and get to it. I'm going to be reviewing the new Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Foundation. This is their new foundation. It is cruelty free and has an SPF of 15 in it. Now my pale pasty ass gives that a thumbs up already. This foundation comes in 8 shades. That's it. And I got this at my Walgreens for $8.99. What the website says is that it's a match made in makeup heaven. Liquid foundation in a cushion compact. Tap the cushion to add just the right amount of coverage or double tap to add more. It's perfectly portable too, with an airtight, no mess compact that makes applying liquid foundation a breeze. Infused with coconut derivative, the Luminous lightweight and buildable formula helps boost hydration and contains SPF 15 for added skin protection. The shade I got is 106A Light Ivory. I'm hoping it's a good match because usually ivories are too yellow on me and too dark on me when I don't have any self-tan on, so we will see. This little compact comes with like a little pad thingy. I'm never really a fan of like these types of things, so I'm just gonna be honest. I'm gonna be using my damp beauty blender to apply this foundation. I've already washed, moisturized, and primed my skin. So let's get this on my face. I just realized this isn't a mirror. I thought this came with a mirror. Maybe it does. Hold on, wait. There's a little thing over it.
What is that? This ain't coming off. Like, what the hell? How do you get this off? Like, seriously? I can't even, like... Really? Come off. Oh, ooh, so close. Ooh, 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 ooh. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I need a mirror. Haha. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't stick back.
Too early for me. Okay, it does have a mirror. I'm just gonna dip my beauty blender right into it, and that's kind of what's come out. Let me get a little bit more. Here we go. First impressions of it is I can definitely tell that it is luminous. I have oily skin, so that makes me kind of nervous, but it's not bad. It's kind of like a healthy luminosity as of right now. That doesn't mean it's going to turn into, or it won't turn into a greasy mess on my face. But as of right now, it looks pretty on the skin. The coverage is pretty good. It's a pretty natural, sheer-like coverage. I mean, it still looks like my skin. I can still see all my freckles. So let's see if this foundation is buildable like it claims. Oh yes, it is definitely buildable. My freckles are almost non-existent on this side compared to this side. But if you want a pretty full coverage, you can definitely build this foundation up. Okay, so this is what it looks like after I get it all on. It is very luminous and very dewy. I don't think it's dried all the way down yet. It's getting close, but yeah, it is a very luminous foundation. I'm thinking those with dry skin, you are gonna love this foundation. This is just from first impressions of it being on my skin. So I'm going to lounge around all day, get some household chores done throughout the day, and I'm going to do the rest of my makeup off camera and come back, I don't know, in maybe 3 to 4 hours and see how it's looking. So I will be back. Okay, so we are at about the 4-hour mark, and here are a couple things that I have been noticing. So I did use my normal, like, what I wash my face with, my normal moisturizers, my normal primers. I use an oil control primer, and at the 4-hour mark, I am already getting oily. It just doesn't look like good on my skin. It has completely like rubbed off on the bottom of my nose. I don't know why. I don't remember touching my nose, but even if I've touched my nose. I don't expect the foundation just to completely wipe off. My chin just looks awful, and I don't know if the camera would even pick that up, but it just looks like it's completely like rubbed off, like started rubbing off. It's kind of patchy, and the fact that I'm already getting really oily on the sides of my nose and on my chin and on my forehead, like that was my fear with this foundation, with it being so luminous and dewy from the get-go. There's certain luminous foundations that I can use and it doesn't, it still looks beautiful on my skin. I can get a tad oily, but it's like after touch-ups and whatnot, it's totally fine. But just with this, the fact that it's already breaking up and it just doesn't look pretty on my skin, you know what I mean? My thoughts would be that it's only going to get worse. So I'll come back in about 3 or 4 hours and give you my final thoughts. Okay, so I'm back. I had to throw my hair up because I have been stupid busy around the house today, but I've gotten a lot of things done. But let's talk about the foundation, which is why you're here. So let's go. So as expected, I am just a grease ball. I am even more oily. It's settled like real bad, like between like my chin and like my bottom lip, just real bad in there just because it's so oily. The oil has come out even further now on both sides of my nose, and my forehead's oily. I'm just an oil slick. I'm an oil ball. I mean, it just basically looks the same as it did at the 4-hour mark, and now it just looks like double the oil at the 8-hour mark. So my final thoughts on this foundation is kind of what I came to the conclusion to 4 hours ago. It's just so dewy and so luminous that for me, having oily skin and even using an oil control primer, it just did not help the oil stay under control at all whatsoever. For those who have dry skin, I think this will be your best friend. It's a great concept, and it probably would be a great foundation. Maybe for me, I couldn't say great, but it might be a better foundation if I used less of it. That's what I'm gonna try, because if you've been watching me for a long time, you know that I give products 2, 3, 4 times before I am just like, I hate that product, because I think saying you hate a product is so harsh. But first impressions on this foundation is definitely like, ew, like I want this off my face right now. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it, and I will see you on my next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.